What's going on, everyone? This is Mortem, and today I wanted to give kind of my final thoughts on Fallout 4. It's definitely not my final video for it. I actually have some other things in mind. But I powered through the rest of the story this weekend, and I felt that that was a good place to give you guys my general feelings about the game. So I'm going to start with the good things. Atmosphere, holy cow. Like, everything about this game makes you feel like the world has ended and you are in a desolate wasteland just trying to survive. From the rads, from everything you eat, to just fighting the raiders and the general aesthetic of everything, they did an amazing job on that. The weapon system is incredibly robust. Like, there's so much you can do with it, and it's pretty impressive. It's nice to play a game that you can tell, like, just how much love went into the development of it. They get you started really early on just these amazing weapons. Like, you get the minigun and the power armor, like, right off the bat. And you just feel really awesome traveling this wasteland. And kind of like it's up to you to help sort some of this stuff out. The story was also really well done. They throw some plot twists in at the end there that I did not see coming. There's a couple different endings depending on the quest you chose to do when and which faction you choose to support. So I thought that was fun. But the in-between areas where you're going from story to regular mission, there can be kind of a dull area where you're just like, do I just go explore or I go do this other mission? And it's just kind of, you almost don't even want to do either. And there are times while you go through the story that it's just like, it almost seems like a hassle to slog through some of the missions. They have these amazing crafting systems, like the weapon system. You can mod all of those weapons, and then you can mod all of your armor. And then you can build settlements with a similar system. And it's just really impressive to play through all of that. However, I do have some minor gripes. But they're gripes nonetheless, and it kind of detracts from the game's overall performance when you have all of those amazing things, but then it's like, well, how did this slip through? For instance, the building system, they give you like a bare bones intro. They don't really explain how much of any of that works, which is why I did an intro to it, an intro video to it. And it's fun once you get the hang of it, but at first it's just like this huge mess. And I feel like they could have done a better job of introducing that to people. The Under Armor concept struck me as strange, at least, and I thought it was a little clunky. You have the actual armor you can wear, and then there are like outfits that go under your armor that just are like for aesthetic purposes. The problem with that, and where it gets confusing, there is also armor that is a full set of armor. And it's hard to differentiate that from the under armor. And it's a very strange thing. Also, there aren't any game-breaking bugs per se, but there are a lot of just generally annoying bugs. For instance, there was one I had with the movement keys that actually caused me a bunch of problems. As you would move, sometimes the game would just be like, I'd prefer you went in an entirely different direction. And when it happens enough times, you're like, this is definitely not me. I know what key I was pressing. I am positive this was the game, and it just gets annoying. There are times when you'll have the Pip-Boy screen up, and then as you come out of it, it will just teleport you random places. If you're in a dungeon, it's usually like across the room. But out in the map, I mean, I would find myself huge portions of the map away from where I just was. So that wasn't very good. But at the end of the day, I do think it is worth the $60 price. It is a good game. Like I said, I'm not even done with it. It's still not my full thing. I just enjoy making the videos on it because I know a bunch of people really enjoy it. So it's nice to make videos on it. But to me, it's still going to kind of be Skyrim to bros. So while I hate to assign like a weird numerical value, if I had to do it, I'd honestly say 8 out of 10. So that's all from me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you haven't bought the game yet, I hope it helps you decide. I'm going to throw in some footage of just random gameplay, as I did not want to ruin the story for anyone. If you haven't already been through it, just in case. So what you're seeing is just random gameplay. It has nothing to do with the story. But if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. I have a lot more stuff planned for the future. But even if you don't subscribe, have a good one, guys.